So on the last section, when we were setting up, I forgot to show you need to pour water in here. And you want about that much water. Doesn't matter, just a little bit in the bottom. Okay, then this goes into the trash, the water bottle. Now we're on the next section, client preparation and basic facial. And the proctor will read, you will prepare your client for services. You will perform a basic facial. The basic facial will include cleansing, manual exfoliation, towel steaming, massage, and mask. You will be expected to follow all client protection, safety, and infection control. You will have 25 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 12 minutes remaining. Step back to indicate that you have finished. And they will repeat those instructions. And they'll say, you may begin. Okay, so now you may sanitize. Put the proper way, your hand is down here at the neck. And then it's a two-handed sanitizing. Okay, make sure your hands are wet. And at this point, go into your bag and you want to get out the mannequin head. Okay, and we're going to bring out our mannequin head and we're going to put the drape on first. See how this towel is about 1 inch from the earlobes? You can see that. So 1 inch below, okay? And then you're going to bring the towel up and around, and then the other one up and around. Take your bobby pin and secure. Now the reason I have you put it 1 inch below the earlobes is otherwise then the towel's going to be falling off the head midway through your facial. Then what you want to do is just pull back a little bit so that you have more surface area to work on. Then of course I touched hair, sanitize the proper way, hand down at the bottom. All right, so then now what you're going to do is start the facial. So you want to get your water right close by. I'm going to move my hand sanitizer out of my way. Okay, so I'm going to get my water. I'm going to slightly moisten my cotton. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is put just a little bit of cleanser on my cotton. Do not touch the cotton to the spout. Okay, keep them. Okay, there's some soap. Put it together like this. Place them on the eyes. Now get another one. Slightly moisten your cotton round. I just did half of it and then just close it together so it's not too wet. Put a little more soap onto there. Put it on the lips. I'm going to kind of now place it on the lips. Okay, and then what you want to do is go ahead and remove the eye makeup. So you're going to go down and out and then under. Okay, then that goes into trash. Okay, same with this one, down and out and then underneath the eye, trash. And then this one, when you work the lipstick off, you go from the outside in towards the middle and then outside in towards the middle and then just turn it and wipe just in the middle. Okay, and then that goes into the trash. And what you're going to do is put a little bit of cleanser, dish soap on your hands and then just go ahead and spread it on the skin and then come back in and do a cleansing massage on the mannequin. Okay, and for time's sake, I'm not going to sit here and really work that in like I normally would just because of time's sake. Anyways, and then get your lid off your water, put the sponges in there. I like to actually just kind of lean the lid up there. Okay, and get the sponges, squeeze them out. Okay, and then go ahead and then rinse. Turn your sponges over, get a clean side. Okay, and you're gonna do 2 rinses or 1, it really doesn't matter. I put very little dish soap on my sponges, so I really don't need a whole lot of water to rinse, but just in case, notice how I'm putting the lid back on. Okay, and then again across the upper lip. All right, so now I am done with the cleanse. I can go throw my sponges in the trash. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I have 2 more Q-tips here, or cotton rounds, I should say. And then I'm gonna take this over to the side, not over the mannequin, to the side. And I'm gonna spray that side and flip it and spray that side. And then I'm going to tone. Again, like I said, I'm not going to sit and spend a lot of time. You get the point. Okay, and then I'm going to throw my cotton into the trash. Now I keep on moving, so I've got to sanitize my hands because now I'm going to exfoliate. So I got my hand sanitizer. And then what I'm going to do is get out a stick. You always have clean hands when you get into your sticks. Okay, so I'm going to get me out a stick, zip it back closed. All right, and now we're going to go into the exfoliate. So you want to hold it like this in your hand. You don't need a whole lot. Just get a little bit. Put the lid on. Okay, throw this in items to be disinfected. This is the original container. So I have that as my middle bag. Wipe the products onto the stuff onto my finger, and then I'm going to throw the stick into the trash. So now I've got, and this is just massage lotion I used, cream or lotion, doesn't matter. Okay, so then you just put it on the face. Okay, rubbing it on. All right, so then once you get done, then what you're going to do is grab the little brush, take the lid off. The lid goes in items to be disinfected. Okay, and then just start doing your cleansing, your exfoliation. Okay, again, I'm not going to sit here and spend a lot of time. You would spend more time than what I'm doing. I'm just kind of showing you a little demo here. So this brush will go into items to be disinfected. Okay, now we've got to put the steam towel on. So I'm going to move this out of the way so you can see. So what I'm going to do is take my steam towel, which has water. You can see all the water in the bag. So I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to wring it out. Okay, so you wring it out and you have to zip lock this back up. They said pretend it's a towel cabbie. Okay, so that means closing the door on the steam towel cabbie. Okay. So then again, I'm going to throw that one into, that bag I threw in trash, because that's, I don't know, that's kind of confusing. They say steam towel cabbie, but yet it's a bag, so I don't know. I threw mine in the trash. So anyway, take your towel, open it up. This one here is stained, but you would have clean ones. Test it, make sure the examiner sees you testing. Okay, fold it back in half. Rest it on the chin, bring it up. Okay, and then you want just the mouth and the nose showing. Press it in. Okay, all right, so then make sure examiner comes and sees this. Then you're going to, of course, take your hands inside like little mitts in your towel, and then you're going to just start wiping and cleaning the product off of the mannequin. Okay, and lift this. Go ahead with your towel and get rid of any excess. Okay, all right, so now that's done. This goes into soiled linens, which is my far bag, the one on the furthest side. Okay, so now that step is done. Now I'm going to go into massage, okay? But before I do that, I have to sanitize because I gotta get a stick to get this. So I gotta sanitize my hands to get into a bag to get the sticks. Okay, again, you have to zip it up. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead, open up my massage. This is my massage product. Okay, and I'm going to get just a little bit. You don't need it very much. Actually, that's probably too much. So you just want a little bit. Okay, it's a plastic doll. It is not going to absorb all of it. So this goes in items to be disinfected bag. Okay, and I'm going to put some on my fingers. The stick goes in the trash. And then just kind of get some on the tips of your fingers. Okay, and then touch and bring it up. Okay, now on your massage movements, what they're looking for effleurage, which is a soft stroking movement. Effleurage. Okay, so then they're looking for petrissage, which is a kneading movement. So we're going to be doing, and the kneading movement is only on the fleshy parts of the face. You cannot do it on their forehead. Okay, and make sure you're doing this 3 times each movement, 3 times. Make sure the examiner sees you. Okay, then you go into tapultment. Covering this 3 times. So there was 1. Okay, and then 2 and 3. I'm not going to do the 3rd one. Okay, then you go into friction, but you cannot hop from here to here. That is incorrect. You have to take yourself to the next area. They do watch for that you break contact. Here's a friction, kind of like half moons or C's. Okay, this is a friction. Okay, and then bring it up. And you guys have a lot of these massage movements. You can do others as well, but if you choose not to, you can just do these, just these 4. And that's what but you got to do it enough that they can see you. I'm not going to continue on with it, but that I want you to keep doing it enough that they see you. Now you're going to take your sponges and you're going to go ahead, lift your water again, put the lid here to the side, put your sponges in the water, okay. Moisten them, squeeze it out. Okay, put the lid on. Okay, and then go ahead and do your rinse. I rotated my sponges just so I can get a clean side on there to help get the product off. Okay, so if you feel like you need to do another rinse, you can. I'm not going to for demonstration. These will go into the trash. My hand does not go in the bag. I just drop it above the bag. Okay, so the next step we're going into now is mask. Hand down at the base of the sanitizer. And I ran out of sanitizer, guys, so I had to put water in it, so that's why it's so watery. Normally you wouldn't have. I had just probably that much hand sanitizer in there, and I added water just so I'd have enough. But Anyway, so sanitize. Now we're getting back into a bag. So we're going to get out another stick. Again, ziplock your bag. Okay, so now you're going to take your mask and you're going to scrape it into your bowl. Okay, so just hold that in your hand, or you can set it there. I'm just going to scrape it into my bowl. Okay, all right. And again, this is the original container, so you can't double dip, and it goes into items to be disinfected. The stick goes in trash. Okay, you're going to grab your bowl and you're going to start applying your mask. What they're looking for when you're doing this step is they're looking that the mask is not thin and then thick. So you want it to be where it's visible, and I see I went and got it on her lip. You're not supposed to do that. Anyway, so it's visible and not thin and thick. So they want to see the mask on the mannequin. Again, mine's a little thin, guys. I should have added a little more product to it, but I didn't. But you get the point. Okay, so you're going to put the mask on. But I have massage cream in here along with some sunscreen. That's all I had at home that I could use. So again, if I was doing this, I would have put a little more sunscreen in here just to make it more visible. Go sideways across the upper lip, trying not to get it in her nose. Okay, and then you're just going to continue on, getting this on the face evenly. But here, this way you don't have to, it's not really, I don't believe, sanitary to put a mask on the back of your hand because you're wiping off your dead skin cells and putting them on their face. So I really don't think that's a good idea. Okay, then we're going to go down the nose. Okay. Okay, so you want it as smooth as you can. And I know on the upper lip it's pretty darn hard to do the lip without getting it all over in her nose, because if you do, then they'll dock you. Okay, so there's my mask. It's on. This will go into, both of these are going to go into items to be disinfected, so I'll toss them in there. Okay, and now I'm going to grab my sponges. Again, I'll place them in my water. I'll get them wet, squeeze them out, and then put the lid on. Just set it on, don't tight. Okay, and make sure they see the mask, and then you can remove. Now, you can either use a hot steam towel, or well, not a hot one, but a steam towel for this. Make sure you get under her chin. I just like to use the sponges because I don't have to have a second steam towel. If you prefer to have one, that's fine too. You can do that. I'm trying to... Okay, I'm going to rinse again my sponges. And going across her nose. Okay, so what you want to make sure is that you get all of this off of your mannequin head, because they're going to look and see if there's any mask still on there. Like, see here, I have some left. So you want to make sure that's off. And then check underneath the chin, because you don't want mask left on her, because they will dock you. Okay, so I got all the mask off. My sponges go now into the trash. Okay, and now I've got to sanitize my hands. Okay, and now we go ahead, sanitize our hands, get into the bag, get a stick out, zip the bag closed, get out the moisturizer, get a little bit, you don't need very much. And this will go into items to be disinfected because it's the original container. Wipe it on your fingers, trash, put it on your hands, the moisturizer, and then go ahead and spread it onto the mannequin head, working it in. I don't have time to, on my video, to sit here and show you how to work it all in, but you get the point. Okay, so now that's finished. Then what I'm going to do, sanitize my hands and step back to indicate I have finished.